My name is Krista Tippett, and I started the On Being, which is a public radio show and podcast. In my early career, I ended up in divided Berlin in the 1980s, and I was a journalist and a diplomat in the Cold War world. I was getting to know people on both sides of the Berlin Wall, and there's these two competing political and economic systems that actually had missiles pointed at each other. But what I saw is that this truth that human beings are human beings. People are less defined by these things than I think we imagine they are. I've won a Peabody Award, and I won a National Humanities Medal at the White House from President Obama in 2014, which was an incredible experience. I grew up in Shawnee. Church was the center of life. It wasn't just the center of religion, it was the center of social life. And it was just a very contained world. It was a known world, right? I think that the teacher who I remember most vividly was my 6th grade teacher, Mrs. Owens. She was putting all these things into practice before we had the science. Like, the science is catching up with what Mrs. Owens knew as a teacher, because she created this classroom where I feel like all the different aspects of us were being addressed and nourished. She created a real sense of belonging and community in that classroom. I interview people in our world who are wise, who really are influencing many other people in the world around them. You'll say they're extraordinary, and the story they would tell is that they never had thought of themselves that way. And it was some teacher who kind of opened their eyes to themselves. And I think often those people have this sense of narrow escape too. Like, what if that teacher had not crossed my path?